don't agree that any husband should be a stay-at-home husband.
Hi, Sophia. Welcome once again. How are you?
I'm doing well, Chega. How are you doing? You're looking beautiful.
Thank you. You too. We have another very interesting topic today. Oh
Wow.
my God, I don't think men will like this. But anyway, listen to me. So I'm bringing it like a question, but a lady came to me with this question because of the problem she's encountering in her marriage. So she said, is it wrong for a man to become a house husband when the wife is making enough money to cater for the whole family? So this man refused and they said that he must work. Meanwhile, the wife is making enough money to even pay the husband to sit down and look after the children instead of them hiring nannies or hiring strangers to come and look after the children. So the woman is suggesting the husband stay look after the children while she works and get the money into the house because the wife makes obviously more money than the husband. What is your take on that?
Wow, Trendy, this is a very, very interesting topic. A man is the head of a house, a protector and a provider. Did you hear what I said,
I
Trendy? I
do.
said
I
a
do.
provider. So
Uh-huh.
definitely, I cannot support a man to become a house husband. Why do I say this? Any man that depends solely on his wife financially will definitely lose respect from the wife, even from his family members, even from extended family members. There is no two ways about it. There will surely be lack of respect. Nobody will respect him because he's no longer playing that role as a man. He's no longer protecting. He's no longer providing. He's no longer the decision maker in that house. Because as long as his wife is the one providing, she will automatically become the decision maker in that house. So any man that doesn't provide for his home has lost that title of him being a man.
In a way, I agree with you, but in certain way, I disagree. Why? Some men have their wife as a gift. There are some women that have that oil on their head that money should be coming from them. So if you happen to be a man and get such a woman, I think the man should be grateful and then become a house husband because obviously the family needs to survive, the bills need to be paid, and so on. I think men should remove ego where it comes to taking care of the family. Let them allow what works and remove ego. Because this woman who told me this said that she is the one that got this job, she is the one that is able to provide, and so on. If she leaves this job, their upkeep, their house rents, the children's school fees, and so on, they won't be able to take care of it. And this man is insisting that no, he's not going to stay home to look after the children, that they should employ nannies. And this woman is a victim of abuse when she was very young. So she doesn't want her children to be taken care of by strangers. That's why she was asking the husband to be a stay home husband, even if the husband had to manage the money and then do whatever, that she doesn't mind. She just want the husband to stay home. So what do you have to say about it?
Doesn't work that way, Trendy. And do you know that this is going to impact on the children? There will even be gender confusion among the children because they grow up seeing their mom being the one providing, and it will impact especially the male. When they now go into the society, they will think that okay, it is the responsibility of my wife to provide. When the male children now get married and his wife is not able to provide for the family, because this is a one-off. This example is a one-off. Generally, men are the one that provides for their family. So when this male child grows up and gets married, he will be expecting his wife to take up responsibility, to take up his responsibility, which is not supposed to be so.
To be honest with you, I believe that no woman will wish that she is the provider in the family. But when something happens and it turns out to be like that, would you rather this woman just sits down and then expect the husband who is not making enough money to provide, because this is not kind of encouraging women to go into careers to be able to help the family. If this woman now is not helping, they will say the woman is making all the money, the woman doesn't want to help the husband. Now the woman wants to help the husband, and now the husband is saying no, he's not gonna stay at home.
Can you see what I'm saying? It's playing out already. The woman is already calling the shots by telling her husband to be a stay-at-home husband. If she wasn't making enough money, she would not dare say that. She wouldn't think of it, telling her husband to stay at home. But because now she's making enough money, she thinks she can now, as in, she has the balls. She's now the boss of the house. That is why she's able to tell her husband. She's able to even think about it, to now say it out, to tell her husband to be a stay-at-home husband because she's making enough money. That is an insult on its own, which is not supposed to happen. It is an insult on its own. So I don't agree that any husband should be a stay-at-home husband. The wife, which is a helpmate, a wife is a helpmate. She's just supposed to help her husband, who is the provider and protector and the boss of the house, and her Lord also.
According to your own impartation on our viewers, so what you will believe now is that the wife should transfer all the money to the husband for the husband to make decisions on how to use that money. I'm sure that's what you will say. What do you think?
Of course, 100%. Because he's the one that is supposed to call the shots. Yes. If she's making that enough money, she should give it to her husband, transfer it to her husband, so that the husband will be the one to spend the money and tell them how the money should be used wisely.
Well, me, I'm not putting my mouth in that one because you have your own opinion, and that me, I am against that anyway. I'm not giving anybody my money to manage anyway. For those people that will do it, that's up to them. But what I am saying is that, don't you think that this man is not sensitive enough to know that his children will be better off with their parents instead of getting strangers from outside to come in to look after the children? If that man loves his family, don't you think that he's supposed to consider it for the sake of his children?
Of course, if they do not want the help of nannies, they don't want the help of strangers, then both of them should find a way to fit their schedule where both of them will be able to be there for the children. They should work it out. It's up to them. It's up to the husband, it's up to the wife for them to work it out if they do not want nannies to help them take care of the children. That's up to the parents.
Anyway, it's not workable. That was the reason why the woman brought it up here, because I believe that they must have done a lot of things to make it work, but it didn't before this woman decides to bring it out here. So anyway, I'm sure that some men will consider their wife is working so hard. I believe that staying at home husband doesn't reduce your integrity. It doesn't reduce the man you are. I believe that the way your wife treats you, if the wife is treating you as one who is reduced, that's fine. But if the wife still gives you the full respect that you deserve, I don't think there's anything wrong with stay-at-home husband. Your final take, and then we draw the curtain.
My final take will be, no man should be a stay-at-home husband. Men, pick up your responsibility. Do what you do best, which is being a man, protecting your family, and providing for your family.
Thank you so very much, Sophia. I always enjoy your inputs. Okay, so guys, I want you guys to leave your comments in the comment section. What do you think? Do you think a man should be a stay-home dad when the wife is the sole provider? Yeah, leave your comments, please. Help us to like this video, help us to share, help us to comment. Please subscribe and follow if you have not followed, so that we bring you a lot of relationship topics. Thank you so very much. See you in our next podcast. Bye.
Bye.